Hello, beloveds, and welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of what I have now titled as the 888 Portal Celtic Cross. Part 1 is uploading as we speak, and I didn't review it this time, so we're just gonna fingers crossed, hope that there aren't any more issues with my uploads. As you know, recently we had some issues with my device. Thankfully, they have been resolved. So far, so good. Really super happy to share that. And we can actually see a bit more of what's going on with these cards. We are about to move forward now. We left off with the Map Maker of Destiny and the High Lord of Gratitude and Service as your obstacles messages, okay? So there's that. We are going to now say a quick prayer, and then we are going to move on to the second portion of this 888 Portal Celtic Cross for the collective. All right. Dear source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the ascended masters, prophets, prophetesses, and the angels of the highest white light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jibril, and Archangel Raphael, for guidance, healing, and clear, concise messages for us as the collective. Please give us the courage and strength necessary for us to face all of the challenges that are before us right now. Wrap us in your mighty wings and protect us from harsh negative energies. Thank you for always being there for us. Please surround us in your light of protection throughout our day. Be at our side and guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment and guide our path for the highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. So yes, if you have not caught part 1, please go do that first. I cannot for the life of me remember now the extended portion of the title, but in the beginning it does clearly state 888 Portal with a little portal emoji and then Celtic Cross part 1. All right. So that's where we are at. We left off with obstacles. We are now going to continue moving forward with what crowns you, what crowns us as the collective, representing the best that we can arrive at, or otherwise what is most ideal in these matters for us, and what we want to, and or what we want to make our own, but is not our own at present. All right, going right up here to the top. I'm now going to slide these down a bit so that you can see the image at the top. We have the Dream Walker, dreams, the collective good, and illusions. I'm actually just going to lay this right over the top so that you can see it. Dreams and the collective good. Representing the best that we can arrive at, or what is most ideal. Well, the collective good, that's almost comical that the Dreamwalker would show up and say, the collective good. that is the best that we can arrive at, is the collective good. Well, I mean, you're not wrong about that. But we're going to clarify this. Tell us a bit more about this Dreamwalker card and dreams, as well as the collective good being the best that we can arrive at. Or what is the most ideal? Tell us a bit more about this, please. Okay, I just made one full pass. Oh, there we go. The River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. So, yeah, like, I know we hear this all the time, like, that we need to just, you know, get in tune with and on board with natural law, natural movement, the flow, letting go. And this clarifies what I was saying earlier about the small sacrifices that start out feeling a bit like a disappointment. But remember, these small sacrifices and that one little teeny tiny disappointment is going to lead to major windfalls, major true prosperity and material wealth. Not just one or the other. Okay? Both. All of the above. We're talking about prosperity here all the way around. So, let's touch on the fourth card and what is beneath us, or what is our own, and that which we have to work with and that we can use. Wow. The word Lord, communication, praise. I would lean away from the word dishonesty with this one. And if at all that it ever applied, this is when I look at that word dishonesty, I'm seeing times where we were not being 100% real with ourselves more than anything else. And as a result, we come off as superficial. But it is an illusion. We're still working past not being able to stand the superficial. Like, I'm still working on the pet peeve of when people drag their chair. And I'm going to tell you how quick and easy it is to get over the pettiness. You know what I did the other day? I drug my chair, but it wasn't from the table. I had guests arrive, and so I moved an armchair away from my desk to my family room so that everyone would have a comfortable place to sit. And I didn't pick that chair up because it's not light. I can pick it up, but I didn't. I just, scooted it across the floor. And it irked me the whole time, and it actually irked one other person as I did it. It's not something that we're going to make a habit of over here. But look, I had to get sick of my own SHIT, so to speak, and be like, you know what? No, we're not doing this today. Somebody actually spoke up about it. And I'm not going to say any names or give any indication of who or what I'm talking about. But they were like, it's not good to drag your chairs across the floor, right? Especially that kind of flooring. And I was like, well, I'm the one who does all the work around here. I'm the one who has to work those buffs. Or I'm the one who has to buff those scuffs. So I have it under control. Thanks, And did I really even need to say it that way? No. But I have boundaries, and I'm not going to have someone who literally had no idea what was on my mind when I did things the way that I did. They didn't realize I was doing it to work on overcoming a pet peeve. And clearly it's a pet peeve for them as well, because they did not hesitate to speak up on it. So with that being said, communication is most certainly something that is beneath us. It is, and not lesser than us. That's not what that means. It means this is our own and what we have to work with, and we can use it. Praise and communication. I did say thank you. But I also set the record straight. Like, I know the consequences of my actions when I dragged the chair. I did it anyway. Not to be a rebel, but to challenge my own pet peeves. You get it? I hope so. If not, that's okay too. I'm not here to force ideals. Communication is something that any of us can use, and praise is something any of us can use. And being more real and honest with ourselves, being true to ourselves, absolutely important. It's definitely something that we can use that is our own. All right, I don't feel the need to clarify any further with that. So, all right, that means we can actually move forward with these messages. So, the fifth card being what is behind us. The fifth card, what is behind us? The Well Watcher, wisdom, power of the divine, and that magical number 7. Okay, so it's the current, it's what's in the now. The way I like to put it is, instead of looking at it like past and future, it's more like still in the now, still current, but involving some of past occurrences. Just like this would be, the now, but involving what we're aiming towards, like what we're moving towards, okay? So what we're moving away from and what we're moving towards in the now. In terms of, see, this has me a little bit nervous, because interpreting this as what we're moving away from when it's at the Well Watcher, what I'm getting from this is that we have been drinking a bit deeper. We have been going within and going like the hermit, like going deeper, going deeper. Each time we go within, we go a little bit deeper. And we have met some kind of threshold at this point. So now we're moving away. It's as though there isn't much more that we have to learn from these experiences. So we're moving away from hermit mode. We're coming out of our caverns, forging ahead with the wisdom already that has been imparted, and the power of the divine is all around us, and we've acknowledged this. So now we're moving away from that. But I am going to clarify, what are we moving away from as far as this Well Watcher and wisdom and the power of the divine, please? Self-sabotage. Wow. Poverty consciousness and self-sabotage. So we're having a better attitude about money, understanding that it is currency, it is energy, it is light, and it is exchangeable. Having a better attitude about money will bring in more money. I promise you that. It may for some not feel like winning the lottery, but 1441 was on the timer when I said that. So that's a mirroring number. I'm definitely definitely onto something here. I'm telling the truth. I'm speaking the truth in my own authentic manner. The majority of us have been there, getting in our own way. And for some of us, it was because of our attitude about money. Oh, money is the root of all evil, blah, blah, blah. Not all money is good money. And we're not wrong. Not all money is good money. But if we sit in this and believe that all money is evil, then we're blocking our own blessings in terms of our, what? Our material wealth. Our material needs here. Which is going on behind the scenes, and it came in at the bottom of the deck in the very beginning of part 1. So that self-sabotage, we're moving away from that. We drank a little deeper. We realized when we were stepping on our own toes. We acclimated a better attitude about the currency, how it's exchanged. And our attitude about it certainly affects that incoming. But it's incoming. And it's coming in slow. But it's happening for us. And it's going to be a nice surprise. Because that also came out in the dice earlier. It's going to be a nice surprise. Alright, let's move forward now to the next card. Which is right over here. I seem to be burying it little by little, but here we go nonetheless. This card is what is before us. The Hawk Prince. Oh yeah! Spirit communication. So we have communication and spirit communication. So not just working on our own communication, but working on practicing that service, the art and service of listening, so that the Most High and our angels and our ascended masters, prophets, prophetesses, they can all, squeeze a word or two in, so to speak, like they're over here trying to get a word in edgewise, okay? So part of healthy communication is knowing when to listen, not interjecting. I've been horrible with interjecting. I'm not going to lie. This is a bold truth, and I'm not even sorry that I'm telling you this, but I've been guilty of interjecting because when people get on topics that I'm extremely passionate about, I want to chime right in. And sometimes that can be really rude. Am I intending to be rude? Absolutely not. I'm intending to connect based on mutual interests, mutual energy, frequency, and vibration. 1818 on the timer as I said that. However, that's my interpretation. That's my point of view. That's my perspective. Other people have their own. And it most certainly can affect communication and our ability to listen. But what's coming in? I'm getting downloads and divine messages that are specifically for us, and it's going to be up to us whether we pay it forward and share from there. But we are most certainly being guided to pay attention to our surroundings, especially when we are out in nature. Continue to give praise for what we already have. Continue to be real with ourselves. Continue to be more mindful about how we communicate with, orally, mostly, oral, but body language speaks volumes, okay? Body language speaks volumes. And practicing the art of listening as well. So a balance between sharing orally and also bending a listening ear here moving forward. But we're going to clarify, all right? So let's give the deck a nice little shuffle here. Communication, when I shuffled the map maker of destiny here at the bottom, kind of blew towards that Hawk Prince card. So spirit communication coming through for us pertaining to our authentic purpose. All right? Pertaining to our authentic purpose. So this is where we definitely want to zip our lips and listen. Pay attention. We can all afford to pay attention. It's free. 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 Oh, goodness. I just saw 3 tears on the timer as I said that. But let's continue to clarify this spirit communication just a bit more. What's coming in that is also before us. What's coming into action? What's coming into action pertaining to spirit communication? The Hawk Prince, please, and that beautiful, magical number 11. The Horse King. Yes! Assistance, control, divine assistance. This horse, just think of it as like an angel, an earth angel without wings, not bowing to us, but showing reverence. Like here, I'm here to assist you like an angel that arrives in the form of a horse. Now in the physical reality, that's not necessarily what's going to happen. You're not going to have a horse coming in for you. But for some of you, if you're a horse lover and it's part of your, you believe that it's part of your purpose, your authentic purpose, then, or you're inspired by horses, so you're a horse lover. Wonderful. Great. But otherwise, just think of it not so much as a horse, but as a creature teacher, a angel in disguise, an earth angel in disguise, coming through to assist you in how to practice working on communication. Or this is a blessing coming through from the Most High that's going to improve your levels of communication here. Because part of communication, again, for the last time, is being able to listen. It's not so much only about communicating clearly and concisely. It's about having the ability to just, again, zip those lips, pay attention, and listen. Give me a bit more details about what is before us, please. We have the spiral dancers as well. Perception, circuitous route. Manifestation. That's what I'm getting. Manifestation. I'm so curious, like, the full meaning of the spiral dancers, I don't remember it. They are an ally. Yes, I'm feeling guided to read from the guidebook on this one. All right. So, yes, they're showing up as an ally. With her own, she moves with her own rhythm and steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you are experiencing as a setback is really part of the upward spiral. Wow! So that's confirmation again for what came out in the dice earlier. That one tiny little setback that's going to feel like a disappointment, but it's also going to lead us towards our windfall, beloveds. Wow! Definitely synchronizing as we move forward here. Perception is everything. You are not retracing your steps or going backwards. So this speaks on how we live in cycles and spirals. Like, it's definitely non-linear over here, okay? And so perception is everything. It's not so much about retracing our steps or going backwards, but rather around and up. And she is saying that we can be comforted knowing that our path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. And if you have any inquiries about a relationship right now, keep on dancing and magic will soon happen. It's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. So this also speaks on knowing when to lead and knowing when to be led. Making sure to let others know that you are open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with valuable lessons to share. Even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions, all the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The spiral dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. Yeah, just like I said about, life being more like a cycle and a spiral. Non-linear. All right. So we can actually move forward now. Oh my goodness. I'm not so sure I can even squeeze the rest of this into 30 minutes. So there's going to be a part 3, you guys. Oh my gosh. But I love the details that this particular deck introduces to the Celtic Cross. Yeah, I'm living for this. Clearly, this type of content is not for those of you who prefer a 6 to 10 minute video, okay? And that's it's no right or wrong here. Some people, they give those 6 to 10 minute messages. Others do 30. Others literally spend hours live so that they can bank from it. And that's on them, and that's okay too. That's their prerogative, right? So here we are. There is going to definitely 2828 on the timer when I set that. Let's look into that angel number real quick. 2828. I wasn't going to go into angel numbers from the cards, but for some reason, and it was not determined by me, feeling guided to see what the dealio is with that number. We'll just go with the general meaning. Meaning, some of you may be getting ready to go to a meeting for some reason, or you're about to be invited to a meeting. This is a number about giving and receiving. 2828. Nobody does life alone, but neither does anyone do life totally on their own. 28 is a reminder to rely on yourself, but also trust the universe to provide. Wow. Yes, trusting the universe to provide. So the spiral dancer has a whole new meaning. Oh, goodness. Life is full of distractions. Perhaps more than usual lately. While it's fine to take a detour now and again, be sure not to stray too far from the path you're on. It's the one that will lead you to your divine purpose. Practice good judgment and cultivate a strong inner voice to let you know when you have strayed too far, or when straying from the path you thought you were on is part of the divine plan. You can strengthen your inner voice by simply practicing listening to it. In moments of stress or when you have to make a decision, do you rely on fear and desperation, or do you go with your gut? Whatever choice makes you feel more grounded and true to yourself is usually your inner wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there, and then we will do the final 3 cards in the the final 4 cards in the Celtic Cross in the next video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you've made it this far, I certainly hope these messages are finding you well, beloveds, and I will see you in part 3 of this 888 portal reading.